Hey, I'm Candace, your host, and if you're ready to grow your business and build your authority by getting booked on podcasts, I've got something special for you. I'm launching a brand new course that will walk you through exactly how to get booked on podcasts. Everything from identifying the right shows to pitching, preparing for interviews, and leveraging your guest appearances for growth. Plus, if you sign up for the waitlist now, you'll get early access to the course and these special bonuses. When you officially enroll in the course, you'll save $50 and get a free one-on-one strategy call with me to help you prep your speaking points and align your offers. These bonuses are limited and end on April 13th, so make sure to sign up today. Head to the link in the show notes to join and get started on your podcast guesting journey. I can't wait to help you get booked and start sharing your message with the world. Now let's dive into today's episode. I'm back with another episode of the Better Brave podcast. I don't know about you, but I've had the kids home now for quite some time, and being a work-at-home mom now, having the kids home, it's a little different than how it feels when they're at school, and I wanted to do an episode on my tips. I've got 4 of them. Are they going to be perfect? Absolutely not, but they might be good reminders or things for you to chew on, especially in your own life, in your own household, if you have humans in your house while you're trying to work. My kids are 9, 8, and 6 right now. My vision before summer hit was that they would get up and they wouldn't watch any TV and they'd do these different things. I had lists for each of them and they had categories. It was like academic type things, but fun, athletic or like exercise type things. And then I had household things to like help with chores. And I'm like, they're going to do something from each of the lists before they watch any TV. And let me tell you, not one single day have I taken that TV away to start the morning. It is what it is. And I just felt so untethered in the first 2 weeks of June. The plans went out the window so fast because it just was so different than what had been going on when they were at school. And the time was so different. And I found myself being torn at moments. Like if I was hanging out with the kids, enjoying that, felt myself torn of like, well, you aren't getting any work done. You're not pushing your business forward. And then when I was working on my business, feeling like, well, you're not enjoying your kids like you wanted to enjoy. So feeling that pull and feeling that untethered unease, I'm starting to come back from that now that we're almost done with June here. And I wanted to share my pieces of what's been working. So number 1, obviously super simple, easier said than done, is to communicate. What I mean by that is communicate when you're working. Literally tell the people around you, your kids even, this is me, I'm sitting over here, this is what I'm doing, I'm working, and I need the next hour, whatever it is. Obviously, this does not work every time, and this doesn't work perfectly, but let me tell you what, it works way more often than when I try to have my family guess what I'm doing, right? Having kids and having men guess usually doesn't work. We should probably know that by now, but just a reminder for you if you were falling into that space of just assuming that people would know that you're sitting at your computer, so that means you're working. No, literally with your words, tell them that you are. 2, prioritize. And honestly, this is a great time to do some reflecting. It's a great opportunity to decide what is truly important right now in your business and what are those pieces that push your business forward and what can be edited, what can be left behind, what can be put aside for this season or for good. And this is just a really great time to do that. For example, I had been taking on multiple discovery calls every single week for the last few months for new clients that wanted me to do virtual work for them behind the scenes. And I took that calendar down for now and decided I'm not onboarding new clients right now in the month of June. I have clients. I'm definitely doing their work. I'm still getting those things done, but this just doesn't make sense right now in this season to put energy into taking those calls that sometimes turn into clients, sometimes don't. But that's just one example of adjusting what I'm doing this season. Number 3, schedule yourself in, put it on the calendar, mark it down, because thinking that it's just going to happen whenever, which is what I did for the first 2 weeks of summer, was like, I'm sure there will be pockets of time. I'm sure there'll be moments in the day. I'll just do it then. And that just never happened. One thing will lead to the next, and it would be nighttime and the day is gone and over with, and we're going to bed and going to start, this over again tomorrow. So definitely write yourself down on your calendar. And again, will this be perfect? No. Will it work every single time? No. But again, here's a case where it's going to work a lot more often than when you don't do any scheduling of yourself at all. It's definitely not happening. At least in my case. And number 4, this might be my favorite one. And I don't want you to take it the wrong way when I say that the tip is to lower the bar. Because obviously that seems to go against all that we've been taught to push, grow, hit goals, achieve, reach for the stars, blah, blah, blah. But you have to notice what kind of season you are in any particular moment of life. And if you're in a season where you're trying to work from home, but your kids are also there and it's summer schedules are crazy, this might be a time to just give yourself some grace with the expectations that you hold for yourself. I keep reminding myself, you're not sinking your business. You're not going to end up living in a box if you don't work as much for the month of June, right? If you have to, worst case scenario yourself and see truly what's going to happen if you take off a few weeks or you don't, like I am not onboarding new clients or whatever. Honestly, what is worst that can happen, but also like what's the best that can happen if you release yourself of some of those maybe unrealistic expectations that we can do it all. I feel like that's the thing that leads us all to burnout and crashing and burning so fast is when we're like, okay, I am going to work as long and as hard as I have always worked when the kids are in school. But now you have 3 kids at home in your house, and I'm going to keep pushing that so hard. And I'm going to also get them to summer rec things. And I'm also going to cook 3 meals a day for them because they're here now, not eating school food. And I'm going to do all of it at once. And we're going to drop everything and go to the pool every day. And I feel like I need a nap just even thinking that that's what's happening for you or for me. So lower that expectation. And really, it's just about having grace with yourself and saying, this is not the season where I am busting it on all cylinders in all areas of life. And also, I really caution you in general, trying to go all cylinders firing in all areas of your life anyways. It's not something you can sustain. But this one really ties back into that number 2, where I said prioritize what you're doing, right? You might not have as much time to get things done in your work life. So with that, make adjustments, right? Prioritize what is truly important right now. Take a look at that and take inventory of those actions. So I hope that helped. I definitely needed the message. Just know anytime I'm sharing tips or messages or aha moments, it's because I already went through it and I needed these things. And I usually end up journaling about this stuff and these episodes fall out in my journal pages. And I'm like, oh, I should share that. That needs to be shared. So just know that's what's happening. That's where they're coming from. If you need a journal, I got one. I've made one. I'll link it for you. It's my favorite journal because I didn't like any of the other ones that I was always using. And I would throw them away half used. So I decided to make my own. I'll link it in the show notes for you if you're thinking, hey, maybe I should start journaling too. So peace out. Have a good day. Thanks for listening. Share this episode with a friend. Thanks for tuning in. If you're ready for podcast mentoring, whether it's setup, editing, planning, or guesting, you can book a one-on-one call with me through the link in the show notes. I hope you feel seen, inspired, and like your dreams and goals are completely valid because they are. See you next Tuesday.